We should fertilize our lawn today.
The weather forecast said it's going to rain today. Together, the rain and fertilizer should help promote crop productivity.
I hope so.
Okay, let's get to work. Kyla, I think there's someone here.
That's weird. I wasn't expecting anyone today.
Good morning.
Hi there.
Hello.
How can we be of help to you?
My name is Shelby Singhal. I'm an environmentalist and professor at the University of Alberta, and I have come to Virginia to study the formation of dead zones in Chesapeake Bay.
I'm confused. What does this have to do with us?
What are dead zones anyway?
I forget that some people aren't as educated as me.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. Anyway, dead zones are hypoxic areas of which are deprived of dissolved oxygen, lacking sufficient amounts of oxygen. These areas are unable to support organisms residing and depending upon the resources in this habitat, as aquatic plants and marine life require oxygen to perform cellular respiration and other essential body functions. Dead zones are developed through eutrophication and increase in the levels of nutrients within an ecosystem.
What does this have to do with us?
I'm getting there. Cultural eutrophication occurs as a result of human activities such as the application of fertilizers to agricultural fields, contributes to increasing the level of nutrients within bodies of water. As irrigation and precipitation flow onto the field, they dissolve the nutrients that fertilizers are composed of, primarily nitrogen and phosphorus. Irrigation and precipitation contribute to developing runoff or excess water that contains high concentrations of these nutrients. This excess runoff then flows into the rivers and streams that transport the dissolved nutrients into the bodies of water that they flow into, including oceans and Chesapeake Bay. This contributes to increasing the levels of nutrients within Chesapeake Bay. This accumulation of nutrients contributes to stimulating increased growth and development of algae and phytoplankton within these affected bodies of water. This increase results in algal blooms, which are the increase and rapid reproduction and expansion of algae and phytoplankton populations.
Okay.
Through the development of a layer of algae or phytoplankton across the surface of the water that prevents light from transferring through, bay grasses and aquatic plants die from this deprivation of sunlight, lacking the energy necessary to perform photosynthesis. This has detrimental effects on the ability of other organisms depending upon these bay grasses for shelter and as a source of food to survive. In addition, as algae within these exponentially increasing populations die, bacteria biodegrade this organic matter, utilizing substantial amounts of dissolved oxygen in this process. As a result, other organisms are unable to receive the sufficient amount of oxygen they require to respire. Immobile organisms die from this lack of oxygen, and immobile organisms migrate in hopes to find a habitat that will satisfy their needs.
That's horrible. Kyla, other organisms are dying because of us.
The fishes hate me.
What can we do to stop dead zones from developing?
To prevent the growth of dead zones, you can plant trees and other vegetation near the shores of neighboring rivers. These plants absorb runoff water containing high concentrations of nutrients, therefore decreasing the amount of nutrients that actually flow into rivers and affect the bodies of water they exit into.
Thank you so much for telling us.
We will try our best.
If every farmer did this, imagine how much Chesapeake Bay and other bodies of water will benefit. The biodiversity within these habitats will be amazing.
Okay. Overkill.
Yes.
What?
Nothing.
I'll be on my way now. I have other farmers to talk to.
Okay, goodbye.
I'll be back next year for my routine check.
Okay, goodbye.
Farewell, my good students.
Okay, goodbye.